Let's see. Yeah, this is already 130-second cycle. Oh my god, so long. I can only imagine how many cycles ahead it waits for us. But yeah, before the stream, I tried to remember what we've done on the previous one. And on the previous stream, we completed the quests by Nemba, by Aki. We also connected them. Now we have mushrooms growing in our cargo hold, so we can have some food during the mission, so we can stretch every mission. That's really great. So not just five cycles. We have more cycles from now on with those mushrooms and cargo hold. Started a quest with pirates. We gave them the array, so they can start their radio translation. And with the reason why we have the name of the stream, we saved Yu-Jin from dying on that asteroid, because his life is more valuable than the data he wanted to get. And yeah, we literally destroyed the spacesuit of Vesna, that assassin, so she couldn't shoot us in the back. And we left the loot to that Piotr guy. And I think he didn't make it because the drones, the corporation drones, they was literally nearby and they could attack in any time. So I think everyone's dead there, in my opinion. But we'll see. We will see. Now we're waiting for Yu-Jin to calm down, and we can finally finish his quest. And the music here, so magic. Let's check. Let's check. Oh, I see 1 point. At 1 point, we need 4 points. We have 4. We have like totally. We are totally engineer. We have a little in interface, 2 in endure, 2 in intuit, and still 0 in engage. So completed that push sequence. Let's check. Yeah, this mission. Yeah, we needed to find that fraction ship. Let the dust settle. Yeah, we just need to wait until for Yu-Jin. This mission about pirates. Helion dispatched pirates radio station has been brought offline. They need a new array and some components so we get back on the air. Yeah. We'll finish this mission today, that's for sure. Investigate Hexport. Yeah. This is the mission Cadet gave us. As a drive from Hexport, cracking it open might reveal the fate of the station and perhaps clear your conscience. Okay. Recon Darkside. Seraphim wants to find a way to take on Wayne. Oh, okay, this is the last mission we will do today. So what can we do here? Let's see. Shrinking bodies. We need to wait 2 more cycles until Seraphine and Marco will finish their stuff. What the hell? The game is glitchy. Lagging? I don't know. Oh my god, we have so many stuff. Let's see. Engage an engineer. Nice. Suicide. Transit hub. Oh, shop talk. Where should we start then? What the hell with the game? Wait a minute, let me just restart some stuff. Especially the TITS. Still a little glitchy. Okay. Better than nothing. Okay, let's start with this transit hub then. Follow the markers. On every wall on the hub there are scrolled alphanumeric markers that act as signs for the ship fitters. If you can understand them. Okay. How many? 2. New location discovered. Scatter yards, cluster yards. Hey! You hear the voice echoing through the public passage. Wait up! Oh, hello, Cadet. I am glad to see you. Cadet sweeps her hair out of her eyes and then glances up and down the corridor. This is not my kind of station. Cadet rolls straight into her complaints. All the yards have their own water and facilities, meaning the hub here is not fit for general use. There's a couple of guest houses, but you would not believe the state of them with all the spacers that stop here for shore leave. She shudders. You don't want to know. Hi, Cadet. Hi, yeah. She blinks at you. Are you even listening? So, get this. Cadet locks her fingers together and stretches her arms. That girl of mine, I said, could crack anything? She's gone. Didn't even leave a note. Ran to Darkside, maybe? Not that I'd blame her given the state of this place. She looks sideways at the grabby walls. She left her workshop empty though. So I slipped in. That's where I've been napping. I've been doing my best all these cycles to crack the drive, but... She says. I'm a spindlejack, not a data scraper. Which is why I'm happy to see you. She takes a breath. Telling you, I have not spoken to anyone in a long time. She runs a hand through her hair. How about that alert they put on you? Doesn't seem to stretch too far out of the spindle, but I've been careful. She glances around. Hence the not talking to anyone in age speed. Look, I'm in over my head here. Cadet looks away, annoyed at herself. Now, how about you come down to the workshop? We put our heads together. See what we can pull out. I just know there's some nasty shit on that drive. Stuff worth getting out into the light. Cadet sets her jaw. Nasty enough for them to ruin my life over. I'll be there, yeah. Cadet smiles for a moment, and then it's gone. Alright then. The workshop is in the tech cluster, you'll see it, she says. Now, I've gotta go find something to eat that isn't dry. She turns and disappears back down the passageway. Okay, let me reload the game because I don't know what's going on. Why the hell it's so laggy? I have only one guess. Reload the freaking vibrator. That is new, definitely. Okay. Let's try again. And let's hope everything is fine. Yeah, looks better. I don't know what was that. Let's go buy a meal. And Cadet's workshop. Okay, no, Cadet can wait. We need to discover other locations here. I think identify particles. Okay, we can do the intuit stuff. Ooh, dark data. Oh. Okay, let's just finish scouting. New location, nice. What is that? Yard supply. So that's where we can get fuel and supplies. I see. We might need it, but first scavenge fuel, guys. So later. And one more time, I guess. Yay. New location option? Fabricator Bay. Okay. Pay Bay usage fee. The engine component fabricators in the hub are not ship fitters only, so they ask for a one-time fee to dissuade casual use. Okay. Gator Bay access, nice. Yes, I did it wrong, but okay. Nope, everything's fine. So now here I can build engine components, nice, because I need those engine components with... Yeah, here. Get engine components in the scatter years. Yeah. Okay, so we need to craft components. Not now though. Don't trust the dices. Junior ship fitter. Let's go. The low level ship fitter, you are expected to do the hardest and most tedious welds to show your worth to Surya. I don't remember who Surya is. Okay. Okay, so this is where we can get some money. Also watched his yard carefully, keeping an eye on all the work that goes on there. He's not easily impressed. Okay. So we are building components. We are waiting for those guys. And also shrooms. Can we... Of course. Who could guess? Yeah, only 20% chance, unfortunately. But yeah, they can scavenge fuel by themselves. And we're ending cycle here. Oh my god, why the hell the dices are so bad? Game, why? That's insane, I should say. Okay, next we need source supplies. And we can... The more a component has in its construction, the less valuable it will be in affairs and it's worthless. Okay. Let's see, but I want to check this. Yeah, that basically says. Let me check. Yeah. So this is side quest, I guess. Can we try again? With all those dices? Oh, nice. Positive outcome. Will it lower if I get negative outcome? Nope. Wait, we are losing energy. We need freaking energy. Don't want to starve. Let's try again. Okay, one more. Let's risk it though. Let's risk it. 20% positive, 80% negative. Cross your fingers, guys. We are gambling. Oh my god. We won. Okay. That's fun. I feel lucky. That's some quality work you've been doing. The voice booms through the locker room after your shipfitter shift. But why are you doing grunt work, Sleeper? Hello, Mr. Surya? Savage shipfitter. Yeah. You turn to see a large man with a metal arm and bright patterned clothes. You've spent enough time here to immediately know this is Surya, owner of the yard and well-known shipfitter. Oh, nice handle. Yeah, I can see that. Secrets, of course. Well, Surya wipes his one metallic hand on a clothes, polishing its painted surface. What do you have to say for yourself? Want to meet you. Seriously. Well, I'm here, aren't I? I know a lot of what happens in the scatter yard, Sleeper, and what I don't know, people tell me. He smiles proudly. And I know you have a ship. Someone who has a ship, especially a ship like yours, should not be lugging around my workers' tools. Surya flexes his artificial arm, inspecting it. And that, to a person like me, is a waste. I do what I need to. I respect that. He smiles. You impressed me. I want to take a look at your ship, Sleeper. Surya goes back to working on the hand. Call it professional curiosity. It's a bit drab. Surya looks up and meets your eye. An old Solheim rig. Seal and corporate colors. Shakes his head. No. I feel like that's your problem. People want a crew that looks the part. An outfit with an outfit. He grins. Look at my yard. I grew it from a chunk of scrap by showing people I was professional. I had standards. I made Surya's yard recognizable. Your problem is you are working as a ship fitter's mate, when you should be imagining much more for yourself and your crew. Surya smiles. And so that got me thinking. I want to help you. To clean up that old rig. Paint it up, give it some color. He tucks the coals away in his tool belt. How does that sound? Yeah, I love that. I don't like the color of my ship. Perfect, Surya booms. The thing is, you don't just slap some paint on an old rig like that. And for this to work, we need its look to reflect your crew, your style. So, while I'm happy to do the painting with my team, I will need you to go find some inspiration. Surya looks away towards the locker room's long window. Luckily, the belt is full of it. Full of pattern and texture and style. There's nothing uniform about this place, and it's the better for it. Surya looks back at you. You need to go out there, find some views, some sights, and make your own designs. Here, he proudly pulls a small slate from his tool bag. It has a 64 color screen. I fixed it up myself. You take and inspect the slate, made from mismatched pieces, but elegantly so. See what you find to inspire you, he smiles, and then come see me again. Yeah, thank you. I can see what you are thinking. You are thinking, what's in it for me financially? Surya eyes you carefully. How does this make you any cheats? That's the other part of box. Freaking Kato, sorry. That's the other part of the proposal. While you take this voyage around the belt, you can do something for me and get paid for it. Free of charge, I will paint your rig with the look and name of my yard here, Surya's yard. It commands respect. He nods sagely. You take that name to the rest of the belt, represent it, and on your travels spread it to other crews. For this, I will pay you 300 cryo. It's mutually beneficial. You will earn better doing this than any yard work, and I get increased custom. What's not to like? Surya weighs your response calmly, but you feel his expectant eyes on you. Yeah, that's the deal. Wonderful, Surya beams. I will send my team over immediately. By the time you return to your rig, they should be done. He reaches into his work pouch. Here, 150 cryo now. He takes out a handful of high-value cheats. Another 150 cryo when you return with those designs. Okay, take the cheats. You take the cryo. Of course, I will give you the other half on your return with those designs. He smiles apologetically. I need to be sure you don't repaint the ship before your pilgrimage is done. It's only fair. Keep the slate. He waves an arm at you to put it away. Go, find inspiration. Bring me those designs. I don't want to see you back in the shipyard. You need to be out there. Surya smiles. It was a pleasure. And before you can say anything else, he's gone. Time to find out his crew have done to your rig. New location discovered, new drive available. Okay, let's see. Reaction ship, recon Darkside. No, this one. paint your rig. You gather designs from across the belt. From across the belt. Pilot and a... Yeah, I know that... Ah, okay. Yeah, we need to wait. Freaking Seraphine is drinking his supplies, and cycle. Oh, okay, finally, Yu-Jin is here. What you doing, bro? Yu-Jin finds you in a quiet corner of the rig. Seraphine just gave me something I think you need to see. Yu-Jin has been uncharacteristically quiet since your journey to the Aphelion Pass resting place. And even now, there is a seriousness to him you do not recognize. He produces a personal terminal, S08, and shows you the screen. On it is a message from the singers, from Piotr. Oh, okay. I'm pleased to report the fraction drive's extraction was a success. No. His name is more Eastern one. Yeah, not Yu-Jin, but Yu-Jin. Well, yeah, this guy is Piotr. You hear the gravely a voice in your mind as you read. Thanks to your choice to concede. Yeah, I mean, Piotr also has some reasons there, which I remember from the first game. His planet is destroyed, and he wanted his people to travel across the galaxy to find a new home and stuff. That was another reason I decided to give him the drive from that ship. Yu-Jin's reasons were unclear. Convoy attempted pursuit, but Singer's ships are fast and quiet, and we soon lost them in the debris. You smile. Peter's arrogance is clear even in writing. We have now begun on the project to implement and expand the fraction drive, which is why I am writing to you. Encrypted with this message is a full scan of the drive itself, its components and systems. You exchange a glance with Yu-Jin. Huh? So he shared that? I believe you deserve as much for your integrity in our encounter. I am glad we didn't have to kill you. What you do with the plans is up to you, but I would recommend you to do not attempt to sell or publish them, unless you wish to attract further attention from Conway. The singers will soon leave Helen, and in part we have to acknowledge your role in making this possible. We wish you safe passage on your journey, Piotr. At the bottom of the message, a handful of encrypted files open up to reveal an insanely complex set of scans and diagrams. The fraction drive. You look up at Yu-Jin, who has a sharp smile on his face. The bastard did it! He shakes his head. And I have you to thank for stopping me from killing him. Yeah, pat Yu-Jin. Can we build this? Yu-Jin puffs. I'm not an... sorry. I'm no engineer, but perhaps? He squints at the diagrams. We would need a lot of resources and the kind of machines only found in places like Darkside. With time, research? Who knows? Yu-Jin grins. The point is, it's possible. We have the plans. The pass is there. You see it now. Yu-Jin's swagger returning. For better or for worse, this project fuels him. It's on the back burner now. We have more immediate things to deal with. He slips the terminal away. But I will start calling in favors quietly, investigating how real this is. Read carefully, please. He nods. I have learned my lesson. Yu-Jin frowns, something dark crossing his face. Look, I know this is exciting, but he pauses, unsure of his words. We know what people did to claim this drive. He swallows hard. What I did. Yu-Jin taps at the terminal. Part of me wants to delete these right now. He looks down. They make me afraid of what I'll do to fulfill them. Did nothing wrong. It won't be like that. We should delete them. Nope. Not anymore. You did nothing wrong, Yu-Jin. Nothing you know about. He shakes his head. If you spoke to Lee or Vesna, to Vesna. He trails off. Perhaps you're right. He smiles weakly. I want to believe it. He slips the weight away. The way you treat me, it makes me believe something. His brow knits. His own words irritating him. But I am not sure what it is. And I am not much of a believer. Yu-Jin looks down. You can see he is fighting with himself. I don't like to owe people. He pats you on the shoulder. But for you, I will make an exception. With that, he turns away, gliding back through the ship and out of sight. A fraction drive of your own. A machine to cut a path through the stars. You shake your head. It's hard not to dream. But you have seen the danger of the dream, too. What it drove Yu-Jin and others to do. Perhaps together, you can keep each other on that narrow path to the future without straying into obsession. Or perhaps, thinking of those impossibly complex plans, it will never come to pass. Are they a diagram of your future? Or a labyrinth to become lost in? The only way to know is to live it. Together. Yay! Nice. It's all great points. Let's go. Sleeper! Seraphine's voice echoes through the ship. You in here? You go down to the airlock, unsure of what state you are about to find your pilot in. Seraphine floats in the airlock, his arms above his head, gripping the lip of the interior door to hold himself in place. Come on, we need to talk. There's a straight-faced seriousness to Seraphine you weren't expecting, especially considering that he spent the past 2 cycles with Marco. You in trouble already? Seraphine shakes his head. I'm not messing around. Just come. Seraphine leads you across the bridge, but rather than turn towards the automated shuttle bay that connects Marco's yard to the rest of the assembly, he leads you deeper into the guts of the yard itself. As he does, he begins to speak. I told Marco about Wayne, about our escape, about everything. Seraphine ducks under a large pipe. He gets it. He's worked in Darkside. You trust him? I do. He looks back over his shoulder at you. And I wouldn't hope you trust me by now, too. He comes to a sealed door and hammers in an entry code. Somewhere, machines start whirring. Oh my god, the word. Remember in Wellspring, after everything what I said, Seraphine turns to face him. Hmm. That we can't run forever? I mean... He folds his arms. That will always be true. But no, he means you're right. And that, if we want to be free, we need to fight back. The door suddenly squeals as the engine motors kick in and drag it across the corroded tracks. It reveals a large, half-lit chamber, its furthest parts masked with layers of scaffolding and frames, so it is hard to tell where the room actually ends. At the center, in a pool of warm light, Marco floats beside the terminal screen. Damn, Marco's haircut is so funny. Reminds me of my past. Sleeper! He touches his brow in a mock salute as you enter. What happened to being drinking buddies? We got all the drinking done on the first cycle. Marco smiles. The second cycle was all about problem solving. You hear the door you entered through screech shut, and then a sudden silence descends. Sorry to drag you out here, Sleeper, but I really can't be overheard on this one, he says. We're close to Darkside here, and Otsubo have ambitions. Shall we say, in the scatter yards. Finn told me the whole story. And I'm sorry for your troubles. He clasps his hands together. You have done well to evade Wayne this far, but you must understand he has also been distracted. Since Hexport went up, well, Darkside has been in crisis. If the war was the pressure shift that allowed Tsubo to build its strength, Hexport was the breach to blow it wide open. Marco springs his hands apart. Hexport's... they're just... Sorry, can't speak. Hexport's... their justification for imposing total control in the name of protection. Marco glances away into the dark corner of the room. And if my hunch is right, it's how they will extend their reach to the scatter yards. Where is this going? Marco looks at Seraphim. Straight to business, this one. I'm done running, Sleeper. Seraphim cuts in. I hate looking over my shoulder every cycle. I hate the nightmares, the fear. I want to face this head on. For better or worse. He walks away scowling. I won't be controlled by Lane. And this is our chance to break that control. Lane is hunting you, Sleeper, which means he is not in Darkside. Marco raises an eyebrow. This is good for you. There are people in Darkside resisting Utsubo, though I hear it is not going well for them. If you could find them, find out what they need, there's a chance here. Marco pauses and you get the feeling he is assessing your reaction. Taking action is a choice right now, Sleeper. But soon it won't be. Seraphim glances at Marco. Not that what Marco is telling me is true. Let's do this on our own terms. I am a Sleeper running as my life, damn, that's a great answer. Okay, what do we need to do? Seraphim meets your eye with conviction. Thank you, Sleeper. I know we can do this. Let's not go ahead of ourselves, Marco interrupts. I will need some time to work this out. If you two want to go to Darkside, there's no way you can take that stolen rig. It was a big enough risk just to bring it here. He glances at Seraphim and you get the feeling he has already been reprimanded for this. So, I need to find you a way in and a way out. Marco rubs his hands together. I know it can be done. Marco turns to you. I recommend you take the next few cycles to prepare. The scatterers are a good place to both spend and make cryo, depending on your need. And Finn. Marco puts a hand on his friend's shoulder. Try to stay cool. This will be recon only. A chance to see what's happening on Darkside and make your connections. It is not the time for grand gestures. Seraphine nods. Thank you, Marco. He glances at you. Well, keep things quiet until you're ready. You and Seraphine leave the hidden way, the door screeching open to allow you to exit. When it seals once more, Seraphine turns to you. This is our chance to shift things, Sleeper. Let's keep our heads in the game. Can we trust Marco? Seraphine says, I believe we can, but in case you haven't noticed, we don't have many allies this close to Darkside anyway. We need to trust Marco. We should give Marco some time. I've got a few things I want to take care of in the scatter yards, and I want to get a message to Taylor. Yay, Taylor, his sister. I know she would want to hear from me before. He trails off. Let's make sure we are ready. Keep your head up, Sleeper. I'll see you on the rig. And with that, Seraphine kicks off down the passage on his way to the shuttle dock. You watch him go, unsure if you are impressed or concerned about his headstrong nature. Either way, things are in motion. The only thing you can do now is give yourself the best chance of success. Best chance of success. Let's go. New location discovered. New location. This one, I guess. 2 cycles more. Okay. And we are building freaking engine components. Which we need for the next quest. Only one. Let's try. Just for fun. Yay! 7 negative. Huh. So if you're lucky, glitch day slotted. 20 positive, 18 negative. Pew! Who could guess? But okay. Odd jobs here. 3 points. We need one more to add it to interface. At least I think that way. Cannot here though. I don't know where. Oh my god, I remembered what thing we need to feed the Kato. Yeah, feed the stray. Let's feed the Kato. Damn, I have. Wait, I just noticed. Yeah, we have a new point. Okay, this is fun. So the guy, that guy. Did everything right. Okay, and one more. I remember we need 2 ship components for those. Okay, I wanted to check this thing, map. Pilot on the... Oh, damn. Seraphine... Oh, what's here? A rig paint removal. The painters can return your rig to his old paint, but you have to pay them extra to convince them. So you won't be happy. This is fun. But okay. What's with you, Kated? Ah, yeah, passcodes. Not now. We have not really good dices. Like at all. Who could guess? It's not working. Okay, ending cycle. Before the next long conversation with them, I will take a break, I guess. Yeah, before this one. Yeah, a little one. And let's make it. Okay. Yeah, let's make a short break here. I can literally see my cat wants something from me, so I'll be right back in 3 minutes. And stay hydrated, guys, and do some stretches too. And shrimp yourself. Okay, be right back in 3 minutes. Totally, Alex. I knew it. I fucking knew it. We're gonna PP here. But nope. You guessed it wrong. I fed my Kato. That's all. The hell? Wildrons. That's a really nice combination of emotes. Oh, damn. My body hurts. From that 8 kilometer of walking around today. Imagine being like freaking plant, freaking grass, I don't know, at home, and then you decide to touch some grass and walk around for 8 kilometers. Yeah. Body keeps resisting that. Okay, let's go. You find Seraphine and Marco waiting for you in the hidden room where you met before. They're chatting quietly, their shadows cast across the scaffolding by a small lamp. Sleeper, Marco's got something good. He nods to Marco. Tell them. Marco gives you a nod as you look at him. His mood quiet, conspirational. I don't know if it's as good as Finn thinks, but it is an opening. I heard back from a friend of mine who runs a yard on the edge of the cluster, a fair way out from here. Smart guy. He makes a tidy profit of selling fuel to freight crews on their way into Darkside. He undercuts the Darkside dockyard fuel prices, which include a cut for Utsubo. So they stop off at his place to fill up before heading in. Marco smiles. Clearly, this is his kind of business. This guy, he owes me a favor, and I'm gonna call it in. He can get a few of us onto a freight crew, swap us out from the usuals who stay at his place, and let them have a few drinks on him. The crew, meaning us, will deliver the freight, complete with a stopover for cargo loading in Darkside. He smiles. Which is when you do what you need to do. We'll have as long as we need. But the more time we spend there, the more likely they'll discover us. Marco looks at you. We'll keep our heads down. Sleep and eat on the freighter. Then, once we're done and the freighter's loaded, we take it on out again. Return to my friend's yard and swap the crews back. He shrugs, emphasizing the simplicity of the plan. No one will ever know we were there. See? It's good, Seraphine nods. It'll work, right? What if they check the crew list? What? On the manifest? Not going to happen. And who's to say you aren't the names on that list? This is the belt. Seraphine looks concerned. It's going to be tight, but I reckon you can get what you need in time. Make some connections with whoever is resisting Utsubo, get an idea of their operation, look for weaknesses. It'll have to be quiet, Finn. Marco gives you both a warning look. No noise, no attention. This can quickly become a one-way ticket. Seraphine turns to you. Think you can handle that? Damn, I'm not sure we're ready. I wanted to make to do the side quests. Seraphine and Marco exchange concerned glances. What aren't they telling you? There's one more thing, Sleeper. Seraphine looks down. Someone needs to stay with the rig. Someone who can pilot it. If there's any attention at the yard. He miss you, right? It has to be like this, I'm sorry. Okay, Seraphine, nice idea. Cool story, bro. I'll be going in with you. Marco puts a reassuring hand on your shoulder. I know, Darkside. I will guide you all the way in and all the way out. There'll be there'll be a room for one more on the crew. I'll leave who that is to you. But let me give you some advice. He leans in closer. You better be sure you really trust anybody you take on this one. You look between the two of them. Just you and Marco might be the safer option. The fewer people, the less likely it is you give yourselves away. But then, if Marco doesn't keep up his end on the bargain, you want all the backup you can get. Who's this gonna be? I'm thinking. Bliss, probably. The other problem is that we have to go right away. You see the rising tension on Marco's face. The freight the freight is arriving this cycle. Servant turns to you. I'm sorry I can't come, Sleeper, but we need to do this now. Yeah, doesn't seem like I have a choice. Servant shakes his head. I don't think you do. I'll be ready whenever you need. Just give me the word and we'll head out to my friend's yard, Marcus says. We keep the suit tight and nothing needs to go wrong. His words echo in your mind as you leave the hidden room, a creeping doubt settling itself in the pit of your stomach. This is it. Time to go back to Darkside. New logo crew available, new contract available. Why the hell the game start to lag again? Okay, before we leave. Let's build more of those. Just in case. Just in case. Okay, let's see the map. Yeah, about travel blocked. We literally just need to go there. Just don't get why the game is laggy. What happened? Do I need to reinstall? The GPU driver or something. Okay, let's just go. We don't have a choice. Let's see. I forgot the skills. We basically need Juni here, I see, judging on the skills we have. Yeah. Probably. It's gonna be fun. Maybe he said we need to take someone we really trust. Hmm. Believes Yu-Jin. Yeah, the stress amount here is really little. Huh. Okay, I'll take this, bro. Yu-Jin, let's go. The freighter hangs over the wrecked shipyard as the rig idles in the dock. Your eyes trace the fuel lines snaking up to its underside, where they disappear into the dark. A chirp from the pilot's console breaks the silence. Marco's signal. This is it, sleeper. Seraphin settles back from the controls of the rig. He looks over his shoulder at you. You better get going. This goes wrong, I'm blaming you. I'd expect nothing less, Seraphin smirks. You glide towards the back of the cockpit. Seraphin clears his throat. Just don't do anything reckless, alright? As you float down the corridor towards the airlock, Marco comes to meet you. His usual gear swapped out for a plain set of overalls that you imagine are borrowed from the freighter crew. You ready to go, sleeper? The crew we're replacing are already in the yard, so the sooner we get on board, the better. Usually, how are you feeling? Concerned. Fair, but no need to be. This is the simple part. Place you on the shoulder as you cross into the airlock. The airlock cycles and Marco leads you into the yard through a series of shadowy passages that connect the two docking bridges. Now's the time, sleeper. Marco says as you work your way through the yard. Any questions, any concerns, speak up now. Um, we'll have to pass any checks. What do we do when we get there? Yeah, what do we do when we get there? Marco shrugs. That's mostly up to you. But if it were up to me, I'd say we ask some very soft questions. Try to find where those organizing against Utsuba might be meeting. You reach a vertical tunnel and start ascending. Although we could also focus on just checking out Utsuba themselves and see what they know and what they are up to. You come out at the entrance to the other docking tunnel. The freighter filling the viewing window, so all you can see are the plates of its scratched hull. What's up, Captain? Eugene's waiting for you by the docking bridge, squeezed into an ill-fitting set of crew overalls. I like the undercover look. See you. He bows a little. After you. He chases you to the docking bridge. You hit the button to open the doors and glide towards the freighter's airlock. As you do, the fear settles in. You're going back to Darkside. Oh my god, why the hell the game is glitching? Wait, can I? Okay. Darkside sprawls out across the starscape. Its surface a vast and random accumulation of structures, lights, and signs. You have watched it as a freighter cut across the belt, as it grew, cycle by cycle, like a stain across the cockpit glass. Watching the approach, the fragmented memories of your time there pass through your mind. Each one dissolving the moment you try to focus on it. Only the sensations remain. Despair, claustrophobia, fear, all somehow strengthened by their disconnected nature. It's as if by not being attached to specific memories, they can run free through your mind, as alive as they were in the first moment of feeling. Instruction received, appreciated. Marco is in the pilot seat, talking to the port authority. And coming to Strat 2-3. He turns back to you, clicking off the outgoing comms channel. First step complete. We've got docking approval, as expected. He raises his eyebrows, noticing something in your face. Keep it together, alright? I've got this. I'm fine. Good. Turns back to the controls. You feel a punch in your shoulder and you look across the cockpit to see a grinning Yu-Jin. Chin up, sliver. I'll keep you safe. He shoots a look at the back of Marco's head. No matter who comes for you. He winks and leans back in his seat. There's a little rumble through the body of the freighter as Marco brings it into the dock. The noises of the draft here, more industrial ship, differ to those of your rig. And you haven't quite got used to them yet. Hell. A squawk of noise over the comms sends Marco scrambling at the controls to submit the docking code he was sent just moments before. There is an agonizing wait and then a chirp as the code is accepted. The freighter is docked. Alright, let me go out first. Talk to the dockers, start the unloading. He unclips from his seat. Then you're good to go. Okay, I'll wait. Marco nods. Alright, hold fast. And he glides out of the cockpit without waiting for a response. You hold your nerve, looking out at the flickering lights and distant traffic. The airlock clangs oh my sorry. The airlock clanks open and closed again. Time drags on. You turn your attention to the job ahead, seeing it stretched out in front of you. Darkside seems impossibly vast. Too vast to find a specific person. But just to find the type of person someone unhappy with Utsuba's gains. Ready to risk their life to change this place and push the point of desperation or anger? That might be a lot more doable. But first you must understand Utsuba. See how they run this place, where they meet, what they talk about, find where Utsuba is weakest, find where they can be broken, and think about the pressure that might be applied, not just by you, but by all of Darkside. Yu-Jin absent-mindedly spins a metal bottle in the air, first one way, then the other. The slab of metal on his hand echoing through the cockpit with each catch. Let him do that, he is nervous too. The airlock cycles once more, and moments later, Marco is in the cockpit, sweat beating on his brow. He takes a moment, his mood uncharacteristically flustered. Well, I bent the truth a little back there, but I think we're good. He runs a hand over his hair, slicking it back into place. Luckily, I've had a lot of practice lying to dock workers. He gives you a wink. They'll begin unloading later this cycle, and they won't be in a rush. He smiles. We have our time as promised. But the sudden interjection evaporates and a relief you were feeling. Any evaporates any relief you were feeling. I'm sorry, Dema. Where's my mind? Otsubo are washing these dogs. That I know for sure. For now, we're just another freighter, but all our coming and going, that could be a problem. It turns to you. We can try to disable their monitoring or just get the job done before it becomes an issue. Yeah, why didn't you say anything earlier? I didn't know earlier, but we know now. Either way, we need to get on with what we are doing. Marco folds his arms. Utsubo are everywhere, but we need to understand them, to know what is happening inside their organization. We slip under the skin and find out how they work. Marco looks at you. This is what I recommend. But now, Sleeper, it is your turn to lead. He folds his arms. Tell us where to begin. Sorry. You feel the attention, the pressure shift to you. Time to find some allies. Time to find Utsubo's weakness. Time to stop running and resist. Crisis active. So we can literally... Damn, okay. Let me reload that quickly, because I just don't get it. Why? What happened? Maybe it's obvious. To me, this is where the game. I can see the game is lagging. Oh wait, I guess I know what's that. Maybe it's Discord. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, like something happened to the FPS. I don't get it. Maybe it's my brain, I don't know. Let's see, what can we do here? Oh, I can do something here. Cut connections. hack surveillance. Okay, I'll do this. Damn, it's gonna be tough. What do we have here? Engage you or interface. Docker debate. Okay, you guys go there. Huh? Stress? Ah, because it's natural, of course. Now you go. Why, guys? Stop stressing out. New location. Okay. What's here? Into it, an interface. So only Marco and I can do that. I can push though. Let's see if it's gonna work like this. +1 stress. Let's try again. Now we're pushing and doing this. Yay. Okay. Now we need to end cycle. Okay, wait. This is, I know what. This is freaking Discord, that new version of Discord. I guess it is. Freaking overlay. Uh-huh. Yeah, the new Discord. It has its freaking overlay, the new one. And it causes crashes. Like, not crashes, but stutters. I can see the game stutters. Yeah, I'm sorry for inconvenience, guys. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. Freaking Discord. Also, more actions here. I see track enforcers, Hakatsuba comes. Yeah, I need to defuse this crisis, so we'll have more time. Okay. Ending cycle. Okay, the dices are good. At least for me. Yeah, we are freaking cutting their comms. One. Straight to the lowest dice. Wait a minute. Yeah, just do this. Nice. Okay, we went dark. Now they should not attack us. Into it. Extract cipher. This is the thing only I can do. This is the thing also I can do. Supaski. Here, what's here? Now what the hell, Yu-Jin, you're useless. Why you are useless, Yu-Jin? Oh no. Wait, he's not really useless. That's not our ship. So we can't do anything with those mushrooms. I forgot. Okay. Let's go. More stress. Can you do that? Can try at least. Then this guy is tracing. Oh no! You leave Docker's rest with an Subupaski in hand, sure to get you inside one of their safe houses. Now the trick is to find one. You make your way through the docks, head down in the dark passageways. Sleeper, Yu-Jin voice has a rare swing to it. Marcus gone. You stop on the Darkside passageway you were drifting down. A quiet connection between two thoroughfares. You glance around at the loose bundles of wires and stained metal plates. It seems like a safe place to talk. He mentioned that he had something to deal with and then he left. Yu-Jin shakes his head. Kicked off and ran out like Utsubo were about to boot the door in. Pause for a moment, unsure how to react. What's going on? Not a clue. Yu-Jin frowns. I don't want to cast accusations. He pauses. But it seems like some snaky shit to me. You take a moment. No need to panic. Marco brought you here. He'll get you out. You walk down the corridor towards a busier, wider passage where people drift by. If he needed to deal with something, then, well, he needed to deal with something. It doesn't mean anything. But you sure as hell wish he had given you a warning. Surveilled and now short-handed. This job is going bad to worse. Now at least we disconnected those guys. It's really fun. Can I? 3. Literally a 3. Freaking Marco. I knew we can't trust him. We need the cipher. Yu-Jin. I believe in you. Face and sweet. Okay, neutral. At least something, I think. He has 4. And he can't do anything here. That's bad. Okay. We're ending a cycle then. Yeah. He will give more. Unstable cipher. Damn, why the hell the dice are so bad? Okay, what can I do here? Track enforcers. Hack Utsubo comms. Damn, so many stuff. Yeah, I should have brought Bliss here. Can't do shit. Against stress freaking Yu-Jin even more. Then that bastard should have helped me. He ran somewhere. Yu-Jin, can you try that again? Negative or... oh my god. Yeah, we're a little doomed here. Okay, let's risk it. Yeah, at least something. I can do that shit soon. Oh, positive. Okay. No, it don't help. So, like that. No, we don't have a choice. Uh-oh. No, okay, let's not risk it. Okay, at least I have some great dices. Yu-Jin is useless here. Okay, let's go 1. 2. And 3. Leave. What's next? New location. Okay. Cipher. Let's go. Unlock entrance. I feel betrayal. I have that S feeling. I feel betrayal. The unmarked door slides open as you see. Oh my god, as you use the cipher. Beyond it, the dark tunnel descends. Its roof a mess of bundled tubes and wires. Entering, you see a flickering light at its far end and hear the soft echo of raised voices. Yu-Jin pats you on the shoulder. Into the snake's nest, he grins darkly. Let's see what they are plotting. You drift down the tunnel, keeping your limbs clear of the sides. Your passage through the air silent and gentle. You focus on the flickering light, the sound of the voices growing even louder. As you descend through the tunnel, you notice a small dark doorway leading off before the tunnel reaches the bottom. You slow yourself gently, fingertips grazing the metal walls on either side. Passing through, you see the doorway leads out onto a framework balcony, high on the wall of some dark room. You glance down to the bottom of the tunnel and hear the voices rising in volume. Here, Yu-Jin nods at the balcony. Let's keep to the shadows. You come out onto the balcony overlooking a dark, cavernous room, lit on patches, with a bright area at the far end. It is filled with people, also with horses and members, all facing forward. Their floating bodies silhouetted by the pool of bright light ahead. And on that bright pool, two figures are arguing. You come to the edge of the balcony. A feeling of safety granted to you by both your elevation and the cover of darkness. Below, the entire room has its attention focused on the two figures in the pool of light, the watching audience keeping to the dark perimeter, as if they were observing a piece of theater. You feel Yu-Jin right beside you, his attention, like yours, on the scene below. Oren. Seems familiar. Feels like we saw this guy before. This is my territories. You need to withdraw. One figure their futures hard to define in the pool of light gestures at the other. There is no discussion to be had. Okay. Looks like try it or something. Maybe, yeah, looks like try it. Wants to say Yakuza, but no. More like try it. The other figure was. You're pathetic, Oren. The Bosch gate is a joke like you. He turns to the crowd and you see dark hair, dark eyes, and a smile like a slit. Dachi? I guess? Dachi? That knife though. Um, the dark-haired figure addressed the gathered crowd. Oren makes nothing from the wash gate. All that freight, and he lets it slip by while he sucks up bribes. During... Okay, sorry. During echoes around the crowd. He is stealing from your own. Daichi, you piece of shit. Oren spits a gleaming orb zipping past the other man. You have no respect. A few of the crowd entered the light, gathering behind one figure or the other. Barely more than an enforcer and already dictating terms. If you had any idea what was happening in the passage, you'd know we've been facing sabotage and resistance across the wash gate. Oren shakes his head. Utsuba's control is under question. Sabotage and resistance. Quietly log the remark in your mind. And those are the people you have to find. Daichi smirks in response. I still know how it is in the passage. So. But you are getting soft, Oren. He glanced around. You can't deal with some angry shop owners. He makes a show of his mocking laugh. It's easy to mock, but they are organized. And I am close to rooting out their meeting places. Or folds his arms. You wouldn't know where to start looking. If you say so, old man. In the end, it's only a matter of time before someone ambitious notices how weak you have become. Daichi draws a finger across his throat with a grin. The room erupts in shouts. Both sides call out insults, while others from the crowd air their own problems. Some drifting into the light to hail Daichi and Oren directly. Oh, hey, Wolf Power! Yay! Thank you for the hydrate. A Wolfie. Yeah. Welcome in, Wolfie. How are you doing? I'm doing fine mostly. Maybe even good. Rare streaming, but still on it. What about you, Wolfie? Good. It's great to hear. It's been a while though. Happy to hear that you are good. I was wondering what happened to you. Oh, lots of stuff. A huge amount. An incredible huge amount. But I'm surviving. I'm not giving up. Are you still streaming, Wolfie? I remember you played that Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, actually, yay. The last time I visited you, yeah, you played Baldur's Gate 3, I remember. Got better internet, so it's... Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, that's great. That's really great. Congrats on that. Now you can conquer Twitch with your vibes. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little sleepy. So, yeah. Yeah, you just do your thing, Wolfie. It's gonna be alright, I'm pretty sure. You've got it. To me, the weekly Wildrons. Yeah, since you're streaming, let me give you a shouty, because I remember you had really positive. You had a really positive and interesting streams, and I guess you're having it still. Yeah, Wolfie is a positive binge tuber. Like I said, from what I can remember, she played RPGs, mostly Baldur's Gate 3, but now I guess things have changed. So you can help her. By getting affiliate for sure, I see. Yay! Yeah, like I said, really close to affiliate. Oh, I mean, followers, the amount of followers is okay, but the main problem with affiliate, especially in my case, I remember, it was those three average viewers. Still remember that pain. But yeah, let's support our small VTuber brothers and sisters. Yeah, cause like I know, I mean I'm small still for a long while, and I know how it's difficult. So yeah, let's give some love to Wolfie. She definitely deserves it. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Yay. Good luck to you, Wolfie. Stay strong. And thanks for coming. Really appreciate you. Okay, where we were. Okay, they're fighting here. Silence! A voice cuts through the room, raised above all others. The noise drops. You lean forward to get a better view. Oh, hello there! It's Ankhita. I can't believe. Hello there. This is another character from the first game from the DLC. So basically they put characters from DLC the most. A woman holds her muscled arms in the air. This is this is remembering the first game. This is a perfect tsundere. And the mercenary. A woman holds her muscled arms in the air. Wide, strong posture of control, not surrender. Both of you. She shakes her head. Her long braids snaking through the air as she does. Enough! This is not how we do things. The chaos is replaced by a disgruntled muttering, no one voice willing to rise above the murmur. Daichi falls to one side, arms coolly folded, while Oren fumes opposite him, his hands in tight fists. Commenting on Super Lieutenant. Oh no. Ankhita, you know, you have some problems with choosing sides, like always. So this is how the Starward world conducts its business. She shoots hot looks around the room. Animals fighting over scraps. Ankhita, Oren eyes Daichi as he speaks. Daichi is the one disrespecting the leadership and the trust they have placed in. I said enough! Your weakness does not impress me, Oren. She turns to Daichi. And neither does your petulance, Daichi. Watch who you're calling a weak, Ankhita. Oren narrows his eyes. You may be Lane's favorite, but I have something that will change all that. He looks out over the heads of the crowd. Bring him. A figure is dragged into the circle of light. Their head low, a greasy tangle of dark hair drifting over their face. They lift a hand and slick it back out of their eyes. Oh, so they caught him. Okay. Marco? Yu-Jin hisses from beside you, as Marco's pale face catches the light gleaming with sweat. This one here has a very interesting story to share with us all. Oren gestures to the gathered crowd. I'm sure you are all aware of the bounty Lane has put on the head of a very valuable escaped sleeper and their accomplices. Well, Marco here tells me... He smiles at Marco, whose eyes are fixed forward, squinting into the light. That same sleeper is, right now, on a freighter moored in the Washgate docks. Ah, okay. He betrayed us. I see. A ripple runs through the gathered crowd, a reflection of the value of this information. You wonder how much Cryer is on your and Seraphine's heads. You look into Marco's eyes, attempting to see any indication of what this might be. A desperate bid to save himself? Or a betrayal of everything you agreed upon? He sits there, reveals nothing. Now, Lane himself will be returning in 3 cycles, and you can imagine how pleased he will be when I present the sleeper to him. Ankhita stares at Oren. You had no business keeping this from me. She folds her arms. I will be the one to bring the sleeper in. Not so fast, Ankhita. Oren turns to the gathered crowd. The first of you to bring me the sleeper will be given a share of Washgate. He shoots a look across the circle of light. That includes you, Daichi. The crowd erupts into shouts and movement. The assembled Subo members suddenly up and moving towards the doors. You push yourself into the corner of the balcony, tucking yourself into the shadows as you hear the tunnel filling with voices. There are shouts and scuffles, and you fear that any moment you will be discovered. But as time passes, the noise subsides. You only open your eyes when the sound disappears altogether. The Utsubo members on their way to your freighter. The freighter that is supposed to take you off Darkside. You feel the panic rising. You are trapped here once more. Yu-Jin's heavy hand falls on your shoulder. We need to go, sleeper. He guides you towards the doorway. You ascend through the tunnel, silent, slow. Your eyes are on the entrance, hoping that no Utsubo member returns or enters. And then you are back out in the main passageway, blinking in the light of the fluorescent panels and gliding away from the entrance, lost in a daze. Funny. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Fucking Marco. Somewhere on the rise, you eventually stop. Not sure where you might be going, but needing to get away from what you just witnessed. You can't go back to the freighter. That much is clear. Which means no supplies, no place to sleep. Then there's Marco. Was this always part of his plans? Or is this just him in survival mode? Your mind fills with questions and worries. The path ahead unclear. We need to find somewhere to hide out. Yu-Jin drops your toes, idling behind you in the passage, until we can find a way off the station. His face is set in a grim frown. None of his usual humor present. But where? Yu-Jin looks around. Well, up here isn't bad. It's far enough away from the port. He eyes a few nearby doorways. There's got to be an abandoned unit among all these. Marco really screwed us over. Yu-Jin punched the metal panel in a sudden burst of anger. Should have trusted my gut. Maybe he didn't have a choice. Damn, I don't trust people that much as you, Sleeper, to be honest. What does it matter? Yu-Jin fumes. You should have kept his mouth shut. Any of us would have. You eye Yu-Jin, remembering the first job you ran together and wondering how he would frame his own betrayal of Vesna. But you push that thought away. Knowing now is not the time for it. Can you really leave this place without Marco? How would Seraphine react? If he actually has been caught by Otsuba, can you forgive him for giving in to the pressure? You struggle to gather the same anger towards him as Yu-Jin, perhaps because you have been where Marco is now, under Otsuba's control. What would you have done to escape? Who would you have given up? The bigger problem is how we get off this miserable station. Yu-Jin cuts in. I don't suppose you have any tips from last time you did it. You think of the last time you were here, the mad rush to the rig, barely conscious from the reboot while Seraphine dragged you through the seemingly endless corridors of the station. Yu-Jin sighs. Let's take it one step at a time. I find a unit we can squat. He drifts off down the passage, checking doors. You take a moment, trying to find the focus. Maybe if you could find those resisting Otsuba, they could help you. Although you wonder if they ever existed at all, given that Marco was the one who reported their existence to you and Seraphine. Was this whole thing a ploy to collect the bounty, to bring you to Darkside? If you search out Marco, perhaps he can answer you, for better or worse. But then you recall Oren's words, sabotage and resistance. If that was an honest plea, then there is some truth in what Marco said. Otsuba is being resisted. You try to gather yourself. You have to bounce back, to come up fighting. Otherwise, this place will drown you in its darkness. Abandoned unit, okay. There's a... Let's think. Oh, there's a freaking engage, of course. Still supplies. Still supplies. That's the only thing we can do. Ah, supplies are empty. Yo. Cool, bro. Yeah, it's gonna give us only 4. There's something. Yeah, something. Yu-Jin. Only neutral outcome goes here? It's risky though. Yeah, wait, why not? Let's do this. Who could have guessed? Supply is empty, that means that we're gonna stress out more. Yeah, plus stress. Plus crew stress. We're stressing. What's this? Components. But we can't do anything about it. You wake up in the cold of the abandoned unit to an unsettling quiet. The air cycles whine, the heat diffusers hum, but nothing around you breathes. You are alone. You slowly raise yourself and clip the strap. Oh, sorry. That was a hell of a hiccup. He counter one and only. That was so unexpected, I must admit. Yeah, we need to make a break soon. You slowly raise yourself, unclip the straps from the bunk, and allow yourself to drift up into the air. Silence. And then, in that silence, you hear something. A scrape or scuff. It draws your eyes to the unit's doorway, where a shape is settled in the dark. Ha! Engage. Of course. I knew you couldn't have gone far. Ankhita shifts to feel the doorway. It's gonna be bad. But, okay, we can try. Stress. You kick off hard, aiming for Ankhita with your leading shoulder, but she reacts immediately, raising a heavy arm and deflecting you into the unit's metal wall. You spin painfully away and stop yourself against the back wall. Ankhita chuckles. Just calm yourself. Ankhita holds up both hands. Let's not cause so much damage. She raises an eyebrow. May I come in? She drifts through the doorway. We don't need any extra attention right now. What's on her mind? I mean, she cooperated with the sleeper in the first game. Maybe she has something? What are you doing here? Look, just shut up and listen. Ankhita drops her voice. I'm risking everything by coming up here, she hisses. So don't make this any harder than that it is. What you need to know is this. I am on your side. I want Darkside free, just like you. And I hate Wayne just as much as you do. Oh, yay, Ankhita. Ankhita sighs. I just have different methods, that's all. She raises an eyebrow. You might say better methods, given how well your visit has gone. Why should I trust you? I'm the only person who can get you off Darkside, so you better listen closely. Ankhita hisses. It has taken me more cycles than you would believe to get this deep into Utsubo, and I am not about to give it up for one escapee. But then, Elaine doesn't usually run all across the belt, chasing a lone escapee, even a sleeper. Ankhita drifts a little closer, overshadowing you. So, you need to tell me now. What does Wayne want with you? Why are you so important to him? I don't remember. Ankhita raises an eyebrow. Please tell me you are joking. Snooze and AD, wait. I want this dialogue to finish. What you don't understand, Sleeper, is that I've been trying to keep you safe since I saw you arrive. But your friend hasn't made it easy. Getting yourself caught by Otsubo is bad enough. But then blabbing about you being here, she says, can only protect you from so much. Where's Marco? I don't run the gang. He's Orange. I can't risk starting an internal war. Either way, you are lucky you aren't in the same position. And you have me to thank for that. So ask again. Ankhita meets your eye. Why is Wayne pushing you? Your frame is changing. Explain that you see Wayne in your mind. Okay, I guess the second option. He looks away in thought as you explain. She waits for you to finish. None of it makes any sense. But there's no way I'm letting Wayne get his prize. Not until we understand more. She gives you a hard look. I can get you out, but I need a couple of seconds. And I need you to do something for me. You need to take this with you, off station. She produces something drive and holds it up. This is everything we have managed to scrape from within Utsuba. The key to challenging Wayne is on here. I know it. Take it to Oliviera. It's stuck away in the crater, in the skulls. That massive debris field beyond the owl. She meets you right. You give it to Carmen? No one else. Ankhita presses the drive into your palm and closes your hand around it. No one but Carmen, you understand? Wayne's rise has been cruel. He has split too much blood. When I'm ready, I will make him pay for that. But Carmen needs to analyze what I've got on him. To find the right place and moment to strike. Ankhita meets you right. I knew a sleeper once, and I should have trusted them. She lets go of your hand. So now I'm trusting you. Yeah, okay, that's the connection between the games. Ankhita. Nice clothes though. I like the style. I'll get you out and you deliver. That's the deal. Ankhita cracks her knuckles. Then together we can... Ankhita spins sideways, slamming into the wall of the unit with a grunt. A few small globes of red liquid glitter in the air. Oh, okay. Who could have guessed? Run, sleeper! Yu-Jin flexes on the fist he just hit Ankhita with. I've got her! A shrill whine draws both you and Yu-Jin's attention to Ankhita. She's holding a boxy pistol at her waist, its sight blinking with the pale indicator light. You haven't got shit! Ankhita reaches up and wipes a little blood from her temple. Your eyes not leaving Yu-Jin. One hell of a way to join a conversation. She winces. Especially when I came to save you clowns. Yu-Jin looks at you questioningly, his guard still up. Ankhita is on our side. You sure about that, sleeper? Yeah, Yu-Jin. You don't remember her from the first game. Yu-Jin shoots her a sideways glance. The last thing I saw, she most definitely wasn't. I have to go, sleeper. She glances between the two of you. You explain this whole thing to your friend if you want, but I won't be here when you do. Two psychos. Be ready to leave. She backs out of the unit. When Wayne comes back, you go out. Neither of us wants him to win here. And a piece of advice. Forget Marco. Keep your head down and wait for me. She raises a finger. You need supplies? Steal them and flicker out. Otherwise, keep it to yourself. And it gives you a hard look and slips out of the unit. Okay. Rise, flicker out. Still, only Yu-Jin can do that. Neutral. Okay, we have two supplies. Literally. Anything else we can do? Endure, I see. Search the passage. Ah, we can find Marco. Okay, but not now. We are going on AD police break. And I'll see you in 5 minutes, maybe less. Yeah, be right back. Okay, me back. Yeah. I keep thinking that this stream won't be a really long one. To be honest, because I spent too many physical and mental strain today. So let's finish this mission at least, and we'll see what's next. Yeah, I'm sorry for that in advance. And let's search for Marco. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but okay. And yeah, let's do this. And lower the stress. Yeah, I like that. Nah, don't want to risk Yu-Jin. His stress is almost on the maximum level. Okay, skipping. And ending the cycle. Oh no! We have 3-1 dices. And they are gonna broke soon. Because of the stress I'm having. You awaken the bear unit cloaked in the endless shadow of Darkside. Outside the window, the lights of the city glitter, but you do not see them. Your attention is, instead, on the tugging thread in your mind. Lane drawing ever closer. You shiver. One more cycle, and then you are out. Okay, I see Yu-Jin can do that. Danger. Okay, let's see. Though you have no specific memory of it, there is something unpleasantly familiar about the place you have found yourself in. Among the many stack units of the rise, framed by scaffolding and stretching away from Darkside's reflectors, in a way that is only possible in Zero-G, you found yourself in a cold corner. Here, a locked door is marked with a Suba sigil, a single eel curled back on itself, its mouth around its own tail. Freaking Ouroboros, I guess. This is the kind of door behind which Utsuba keeps its secrets, its assets. Assets like you and Seraphim were, like Marco is now. Oh, I can break the lock, yay. It's a door you have been watching, which is why you know there should be an enforcer lazily land beside it. And why you know you only have moments before they come back. Break the lock. Yay. Minus stress, nice. You slip Shipbreaker's chisel from your belt pack and jam it into the lock, glancing over your shoulder as you try to force the mechanism. With a deft hand, you angle the chisel against the mechanism, and with a swift strike on the handle, the bolt pops off inside the lock. You slide the door open silently. You're in. A dim corridor stretches out ahead of you, lined with doors on either side. The memory hits you almost immediately. Long cycles between jobs in a cell like this, awaiting Lane's arrival. Kept safe. A lie that you believed when you were first brought to a place like this. Most of the cells are dark, empty, but a warm glow spills from around one of the doors. You quickly approach it and walk in. Marco is tucked into an inset burst, a padded niche like those in any unit. His back is turned to the small window in the door. You slam the exterior lock release without thinking. Marco turning over to face the door as it hisses open. Sleeper? He freezes for a moment, unsure of your intentions. He raises a hand as if to protect himself, to put something between you and him. You're lucky I'm here. Marco nods. Sleeper, He pushes himself up from the burst. He goes to speak and then stops himself. Let's just get out of here. You back out into the passageway, and Marco follows slowly, tentatively. Time to leave. Lucky me. Daichi falls in the corridor, a knife glinting in his hand. I came to squeeze a little more information from Oren's prize here. He points the long knife at Marco. But it looks like I just got everything I need. I have endure. Nice. Closes the gap, raising his knife. Now stay still. I'd prefer to deliver you to Lane in one piece. Attack. Yay! Minus stress. You feel the knife graze your side, slitting through your thick skin. But you swing your elbow anyway, connecting with Daichi's face as you spin. You feel the crunch of his nose. The solid metal of your skeleton meeting the pliant bone of his. Moments later, Mark and you are streaking through the passage of the rise in a haze. The pain fading, but the fear holding strong, desperate to leave this place once and for all. Okay. Yay, achievement, friend of a friend. Refuse to leave Marco on Darkside. Yeah, this is completed. Yay, and we lowered the stress twice. Nice. It's insane. Okay. Guess nothing to do here anymore. Yep. Marco stressed as much as Yu-Jin. Okay. And Psycho. Yay, City of Darkness achievement. Make it through Darkside Recon without getting caught. Yay. Marco rises from his burst quietly. You haven't really spoken. The two of you kept busy by your own injuries and the constant fear that Daichi will find you. But so far he hasn't. And if Ankhita is to be trusted, this is your final cycle on Darkside. You wait in silence, no one eager to speak. A deep fatigue has set in. And in this moment, all anyone can do is wait for this excursion to be over. She's here. Marco nods at the doorway, where a silhouetted figure waits. Ankhita looks at Marco and then at you, a raised eyebrow, the only acknowledgement that you went against her advice. Wayne is back on Darkside. We have to go now. Ankhita looks tired, angry. We won't have another chance. Come with me, quickly, quietly. She turns and pushes out into the corridor. Yu-Jin gives you a look. It's about time. Ankhita leads you across Darkside, not stopping to look back. The lights and passage flash by, but you barely notice them. All eyes are fixed ahead, on their way out. At some distant part of the station, Ankhita stops a docking bridge, a small freighter visible through the viewing windows. She slaps the door release and it slides open. She grabs your shoulder, looking into your eyes. Wayne's focus will be on Darkside now. He needs to stop the infighting, to shore up Utsuba. If you get out now, he won't follow. Remember, Ankhita hisses the instructions to you. Get the drive to Oliveira. Give it to Carmen. Carmen, I guess. No one else, no matter what they say. Thank you. Ankhita simply nods and then she's gone. disappearing into the endless winding passage of Darkside. You drift gingerly down the docking tunnel, which leads into the cold and sparse cargo bay of the ship. Once you are inside, there's a hiss, and the doors scissor shut. For a moment you panic, seeing no exit, no other doors, just a metal walled bay. Is this a trap? But the engines rumble to life and you give in to your exhaustion. Ankhita has tricked you, at least you're leaving this place behind. And then you feel it. Cold fingers reaching into your mind. You're so close. Lane's voice in your ear. You're here. A rustling, a shifting. I can't quite place you. Can't quite put my fingers on you, sleeper, but I know you are there. What were you doing here? Hoping to confront me, perhaps? Or something else? A hiss. I'm right here, you coward. Come and find me. I'll admit I'm not quite ready for you, sleeper. A flicker and a spasm. But so soon, this will be all over. Its own begins, shrill and inescapable. Let me show you. The sun rises. Wayne is in the bay of the freighter. The pull of constant acceleration, a comforting pressure against his chest. Wayne looks around the bay, taking it in slowly. He inhales the stale air deeply. Wayne feels power, feels pride. The sense of control over another excites him. This is his desire. Wayne lifts his right hand and turns it in the air, flexing his finger in a satisfying wave. Oh, I thought, not yours. Something flickers at the corner of your vision for a moment and you strain to turn Wayne's head. It does not turn, but you swear you see a figure there, in the bay with you. It opens its mouth, as if to speak, as if to scream, and then it's gone. A smile grows on Wayne's face, a spring tightness that has its own impulse. He raises one hand and uses it to grip the smallest finger on the other. A pause, and then a sudden jerk. Wayne snaps the finger back against the joint. His pain is instant, as is yours. It burns your vision away. When the white-hot blindness has faded, you look out on those same metal walls. You hold the same finger in your hand, and as you release it, you see the crooked shape it has been bent into. A shiver runs through now, and you reach back into your own mind to see if any trace, any fragment of Wayne remains there. You put your hands on your face and push, as if to push him from your head. The ship continues out on its starward arc, away from Darkside, away from Wayne. But you can't help but feel that some part of him is still there, behind your eyes, concealed beneath the pain of that snapped finger. Damn, such a brutal quest. And we're starving. Takes a long time before you are ready to discuss everything. First, there was the journey to the yard, then disembarking from the freighter, then explaining to the... I'm sorry. Then explaining to the awaiting crew why their ship was impounded. Something Marco offered 1,000 apologies for. Thankfully, the crew of the ship that brought you out of Darkside, sent by Ankhita, took the others aside and settled them. Through the promise of remuneration or the threat of violence, you aren't sure. But you expect they will live together for Darkside soon. Oh, please, hi. You do your best to explain your encounter with Ankhita to your crew, but the mention of her name sets off a significant reaction in Bliss. Yes, of course. It seems the two have history, a relationship that fell apart. Bliss removes themselves from the conversations, and later on you find them in the birds staring at the wall. The whole time, you find yourself in a daze. Your skin hurts, and your muscles tremble. You don't feel yourself. You rest for a while, and as you do, conversations echo around you, until you find yourself able to rise. Sleeper, Marco comes to you in the quiet of the rig. Can we speak a moment? Go ahead. Marco nods. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks down. I know I almost cost you everything, but you have to understand something. When they caught me, I was looking for someone. Someone important to me. That was why I wanted to come with you. I just wanted to get a message to him, and to know that he was alright. He screws up his face, each word bringing him pain. And I admit, I thought I might be able to bargain on his behalf, to get us both out. Bargain using my life? Marco can't bring himself to confirm it, but you know both it's to be true. All I can say is, I'm sorry. Fuck your sorry, bro. Look, you can use the yard when you get back to the scatter yard. There are some components in there. Take what you want, Marco sniffs. I'm going to stay here a while. He does not meet your eye. He simply turns away and drifts down the corridor. As he does, Serpent passes him by, receiving no acknowledgement. Oh! New avatar for Seraphine, nice. Seraphine gives you a questioning look as Marco leaves. What happened out there, Sleeper? He falls there, stretching his scared arm. The protective sleeve he has been wearing since the far spin was finally removed. Marco betrayed us. Not really interesting. Otsubu are fighting amongst themselves. The resistance. Yeah, Otsubu are fighting amongst themselves. Explain about the meeting you witnessed, the conflict between Oran and Daichi, and Ankhita's intervention. Explain Ankhita takes a little more effort, but you try to remember everything that happened. You explain Ankhita's insistence that she was working against Darkside, and how she got you off the station. You explain that Utsubo itself is coming apart with Wayne absent, and that this will draw his focus away from the two of you. Servant waits until you have finished to respond. So, this Ankhita got herself inside Utsuba. He raises an eyebrow. Just to try to break their group on Darkside? He whistles. Take some balls. You explain the drive. Mention Oliveira, Carmen, and then hold up the thumbnail drive. The one Ankhita entrusted you. Oliveira? He screws up his face. I've heard of it. Maybe once or twice. I just assumed it was some Blackwater colony. He sighs. Never met a Carmen though. What's on the thing? Seraphine nods at the thumbnail drive. Ankhita didn't say? I don't get it. Seraphine raises an eyebrow. We just leave this little mystery drive and that's all? He looks away deep in thought. Is that what you want to do next? Oliveira. You've never even heard of it. But it seems like the place to go if you want to help Ankhita fight back against Wayne. You look at the drive and, as you do, you can't help but feel you are being used. Not for the first time. One thing I will say, Seraphine begins clearly thinking out loud. If we want to head back to Darkside, take on Wayne, we're going to need to do so on our ship this time. Some crews get spoof transponders, send out a signal matching another ship. Shreks. Not going to get one fitted here. But that's something we need to look out for. Sure, you think. Go back to Darkside, where Wayne waits. A shudder of fear runs through you, thinking of the moment he slipped into your mind on the freighter. If you ever go back there, you know you'll need something to counteract him. But you also recall Overseer's presence in that moment, too. His strange form holding its shape as Wayne tried to override your control. Perhaps Overseer has a way for you to resist his signal? Your mind whirls with possibilities and problems. Is this really the right move to go back to the place that almost killed you twice? To take Wayne on? Seraphine looks at you expectantly. What are you thinking, Sleeper? We need to prepare. I couldn't agree more. Seraphine shakes his head. Next time we will be different. We will be ready. We will come up fighting and Wayne won't have a clue what's hit him. We need work. We need a crew. Seraphine starts counting off his fingers. We need to take that thing to Oliviera, and we need you strong, Sleeper. Speaking of, Seraphine takes out a box of components. I kept myself busy these past cycles working in the fabricator base on the scatter yards. I figured you could use some spares. But first, Seraphine takes a calming breath. We rest. Yay. New drive. Yay, we have points. To it interface, I guess. Yeah, we will need it. Engage you, steel pane. It will stay like that. Yeah, this. My god, we're glitching so much. The rig, Marcus here. Ah, Marcus Yard, yeah. We need to. Yeah, search Marcus Yard. Let's go. What the heck? Betrayed us. Engine components. Oh, let's go. More of those. I just noticed one other thing. Source supplies. Shrooms. Freaking shrooms. Synergy. Okay. Okay, let's just buy this shit here. Have lots of money right now. Repaint the rig. Oh, I see. So we need to visit many systems for Spindle. Okay, that's great. So we can basically we can complete all the quests like that. Let's just do Hexport. Oh wait, that quest with Hexport. No, not now probably. Wait, contact Carmen. Where is that? Ah, it's here. Oh, nice. But yeah, first of all, let's finish this. Phew. Now we're going. Wait, is it repaint the rig? It's everywhere but not here. Not here, okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, only 3 places. Let's go. Okay, let's finish minor quests. What the hell? The darkness falls around you, and you know what comes next. Overseer. Sleeper. The multi-part image of Overseer assembles itself in front of you. We must intervene in your current course. Intervene in what? The opening of your systems has breached a new paradigm. You are dangerously exposed. The voices somehow both soundless and shrill. As we are sharing your hardware, that means we too are fatally exposed. The individual agent you encountered, we were almost completely erased by their attempts to seize control. Overseers 3 heads not eagerly in agreement. Swain. We have knowledge of this name from your memory banks. There is much of interest to us recorded there. Though often partially and inconsistently. Overseer unsettlingly. But yes, we can confirm Wayne's role in this vulnerability. It is our understanding that the assumption of inevitability is correct. Overseer grows with bright winds of data. But in this state, we cannot operate with full functionality. If we were to be recompiled in our correct configuration, we believe we would be able to calculate a new path. Our aim would be to close the vulnerabilities and reinforce your systems against future intrusion. This would ensure our safety within your system. 3 sets of eyes will lock onto you. Would this also please you? You can stop it. Correct. Overseer stutters like a glitched animation. Our expertise woes into the system maintenance and security beyond our administration and navigation capabilities. We were built to this. to do this. At least this is what we understand. Without being recompiled, we are aware of these capabilities, but cannot access them. We are confident to a substantial degree that we will know how to complete the process once recompiled. The 3 heads not one to another. Then recompile? The heads revolve thoughtfully for a moment. Yeah, good night, COJ. Thanks for coming. Thanks for resub and sleep well. Yeah, thank you for the care package. Yeah, hydrated. Yeah. Need to stretch. Unshrimped totally. And thanks for the headpads, COJ. I really appreciate it. Sleep well, get some rest, and have some fun this weekend. Okay. Without our generating code base, we cannot recompile. Overseer freaks. If you were able to speak with the Solheim systems engineer, perhaps lead engineer Jakob Kandinsky, perhaps we could acquire it. The head stared at you expectantly, like three specially deconstructed puppies. Solheim is gone. Yes. The heads nod repeatedly. Of course. The heads continue nodding. We were, of course, aware of this. You look at the fragmented program itself, its system, unstable and broken. You realize it is far worse off than you, and its collapse is almost inevitable. How could it possibly save you? It is a difficulty. Your seer flicks between pauses. But all code bases are held in centralized Solheim facilities. They are Station E1, the CAN Channel Operations Center, and the Control Center of the HABPEP. PPP. Or Helian Asteroid Belt Photovoltaic Extraction Project. Sir smiles hopefully. Hop pip! Is it Darkside? Overseer immediately latched onto the thought. Based on your memory banks, we believe so. Correct. It occurs to you that this entire conversation is happening within your head. It is an unsettling feeling. Can't go back to Darkside. Darkside is a city now. This is true. But its foundation is the Hubpip itself. Sarah chirps brightly. But understand that the individual seeking to override you is stationed in the Hubpip itself. Or these three heads separate and turn inward as if in conference. The shattered heads turn simultaneously, unsettling in the directness with which they address you. But if you could access the Hubpip mainframe without making yourself known, we could reconstruct ourselves and gain the ability to reconstruct you. Theoretically, one of the heads says. Theoretically, the other two heads confirm. Theoretically? Theoretically! Heads confirm again. The reassurance of a delusional Solheim protocol are barely reassuring. But if Overseer is correct, this may be your only option. We feel our doubt, but we must impress on you the importance of this. Please. Overseers, I flash all 6 of them. If not for your sake. For ours. If you cannot find your way to the Hubpip before encountering this lane, you will surely be overwritten, and we would also share your fate. The heads rotate. We would not like this to happen. We have an incentive to offer. Suddenly an unsettling feeling begins at the core of your body, spreading out through your limbs. You found multiple misaligned sequences in your altered codebase. We have done our best to correct them. Like a switch flipping, you feel renewed. Your pathway is clear, your process is smooth. A permanent glitch dissolves from your system. The 3 mindlessly smiling heads of Overseer are less reassuring. We will leave you to recharge, but please, consider the path ahead. You come back to the wrecked paneling of the bunks. Somewhere behind your left eye, the ache begins. You envy Overseer for its lack of a body and the pain it causes. But then suddenly you wonder if in sharing your body it shares your pain too? The thought... Oh my god, okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sleepy. Yeah, we'll finish soon. That what makes you pity the broken protocol. Its sense of time and place shattered. First, you share more than you would like to admit. The path ahead begins to take shape. It seems a return to Darkside is inevitable, but you need help to make that return. Wait, repaint the rig. Where are those dispatches? Also here. Nope, it's here. Okay, how many? Repair transmitter, yeah, 2. Nice. Okay. You wait in the makeshift Helium Dispatch studio as Kimball tinkers with the array somewhere in the back behind the far wall. It's a humble setup. A stool for Serene, a microphone, the transmitter and mixer terminal, and the hardware snaking away towards the array. But there's something pleasing about it, all the same. The crackling sound of fresh wells echoes through the bay from Kimball's concealed position. You hope the array you struggled to extract isn't getting fried as you wait. You're good. You're here. Good. Sarah rushes in, holding a small dark rectangle in her hand. You will not believe what we have on here. She looks around the bay. Where's Kimball? Standing the array? You mean? Sarah smiles. We're going back on air? Before you can answer, she leaps forward, grabbing you in a surprisingly firm hug. Cyrene lets you go. Sorry. She smiles. Just excited to finally be back. Kimbo! She shouts towards the back of the bay. How long for that new array? A muffled shout comes from behind the rear wall. Okay. Cyrene takes a steering breath. We have a little time. What have you got there? They broadcasted. This broadcast is from Erlin Sai. Cyrene's eyes flash. We haven't heard anything out from them since the start of the war. Some people even say they falling to the flux. Oh, I remember that flux stuff from the first game. The apocalyptic shit. But something's happening there. Something is growing. This report says some protocol has taken over the station, become its protector. Oh, okay. That... Yeah. That protocol. From Green Yard or something. That Gardner guy. Probably. From the first game. Convoy drones can't get close. Senate Stat is giving it a wide berth. They're right in the middle of the war. Convoy on the starboard side. Senate Stat on the sunward. The starboard side. It's sunward. And they are resisting. Siren smiles. We have to tell everyone in the belt about this. We have to get the word out. If the eye can be held, well, maybe we can hold out too. Siren looks at the drive in her hand. Either way, people need to know. There's a sudden clunk, a new percussive shouts from Kimball, and then a flickering of lights all across the bay as the transmitter and the array begin powering up. You and Cyrene watch as the Helium Dispatch studio comes to life, ready to broadcast once more. Not bad. Cyrene leans on your shoulder. Not bad at all. A shout comes from Kimball. And you know he is calling for Cyrene to get ready. That's my signal? She grins. Oh, I almost forgot. Cyrene produces a handful of sheets. Turns out we have some of it listeners in the radius markets. Deposits them into your hands. Alright. Cyrene takes a breath. I need to go, wife. Where's your final smile? Thank you. I'll make sure we make good use of that array. This will mean something. Kimball bellows something from the back of the room. Something you can only assume is a thank you. You read the boat's most unusual double act to their broadcast. And as you do, you hear Sarin's voice echoing through the bay. Yes, 3 elements, I know. This is Siren Sabir, back on the air, to wish you all a free Helion, and now and forever. Yay, one more upgrade point. We need one more. We'll be happy with that. Paint the rig. Ah, yeah, that's where we can get it. Sketch design. Oh, let's go. Eh. Save though. So wait, can I? Neutral. Ah! Who could have guessed? Shit. Okay, we have lots of money. Ah, yeah, we can sell processed scrap here. Yay, let's go. We'll get even more money. Yeah, fuel, please. Supplies. Oh wait, we are full of supplies. Okay, nice. Let's feed the cotton. Cotton. No, not here. Feed the stray. And let's end the cycle. What the hell with the... Oh no, I have 2 glitching dices. Fuck. It's gotta be rough. Ah yeah, this one, the other one will transform into cycles, I see. We can just have fun. It's safe, so why not? Because, I guess. The answer is because. Yeah, something happened to the walking game. Okay. Export. Okay, we are just... Let's finish that repaint the rig quest, and that's all for today. Buy a meal. So can I do something? Interface into it. Some money. Let's go to the next green belt. New location. Ah, yeah, of course. Yeah. Exactly this one. Swish. Yee. Some positive stuff. Freaking game. Okay, more. Thing here. Ah, yeah. Yeah. This. Oh, supplies are full. Okay, nice. Where next? Spindle. Yeah, let's go. Gate. Can I? Nah. Double jump. Let's go. Yeah. The second dice unglitched. Unfortunately, we can't unglitch these dice. For supplies. Do I have supplies? Just a guess. Nice. And let's make it so the far spindle. New location discovered. Let's go. Uh-huh. One. Let's make it like this. What chances do we have? Ah, good guess. Nah. Fuck you, game. Okay, we got all the sketches. Return to scatter yards. I fucking knew it. Okay, but where is this thing? Oh, not this. Is that here? Yeah. Yeah, we'll process it. The raw scrap. Can do a shift though. And get more scrap and process it and then sell it. The music is so freaking chill. Kicks. Yeah. This thing I can do. Gambler's friend. Yeah, we're just not gambling. Not for us. Yeah, anyway, we need to return to scatter yards because those and these two quests we will make them, especially that export thing. We can do that there. So let's go. What can I say? Let's go back. I don't remember if I can. Provocate. If I can move from here to here. I guess we can. Let's move it like this. Can we do here? Endure. Into it interface. Yeah, so thingy. Buy script components, buy few. Okay. Oh, we can buy engine components here, okay. I'll remember that, but we don't need it. Some money. Some money added. Where it was? The place? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's finish. Yeah. Let's go. Sleeper! Surya Boom says he meets you inside his yard. I couldn't be happier to see you. Tell me, did you find inspiration out there in our belt? He grins widely. I did. Let me see your work. He holds out a hand and you pass him the cover slate. Lovely. He scrolls through the sketches. I will pass your designs to my crews where they will build on them. Surya gestures to the yard. They are the best ship fitters in all the world, as you know. If you come to the yard and speak with them, you may choose whichever design you desire. Surya squints at the site. This owl drawing is really quite interesting. Listens to his tool belt and produces a stack of cheats. The remainder of your fee. Our business is concluded. You know, setting a little bow to the moment. I am a busy man and must get to my business, but thank you again for helping to build legacy for my yard. He folds his arms across his chest. I believe you have work to see to. But imagine if you will, flying out on your next contract in a fresh livery. A beautiful reinvention from Surya's yard. He gestures with it. When your clients ask you why your rig is so beautiful, feel free to send them to me. Surya smiles, bows, and turns to leave. You watch Surya go, still unsure if his entire attitude is an act meant to confuse you into consent. He is a hard man to dislike, but there's something about him you can't quite put a finger on. Either way, it's hard to not to feel a little bit thankful for the chance he gave you to look at the belt with new eyes, even if it was while flying one of the most garish ships the belt's ever seen. Yay! Unlock all the possible rig paint. Proud rig owner. Okay, nice. The main thing here is interface endure. Two, I guess. Where? Yeah. Spindle paint, green bell paint, rig stock paint. Nope. Owl paint. Reflective panels and pale colors means a bright and legal look, a little too clean for Surya's taste. A shako mix of colors and textures. This for spin attribute balance in with the belt. No, let me try this. A little different, but okay. At least something. Okay, let's put all the dice into carrot. Also, wait. No, nothing is here. Okay, carrot. Inside interface Lemao. I could have chosen them. How much? Oh, wait! I just noticed the glitch passed. Wait. I thought I witnessed that glitching dice for my whole gameplay, but it fixed itself. Okay, that's great. Ah, okay, so that entity, that overseer, fixed it. Yay! That's so cool. Yes, cash for you guys. Okay, let's go through that stuff. I'm just... Oh, who could have guessed? Yay. Okay, that's gonna be the last dialogue for today. Can it catch your eye as you look over at her? What is it? Takes the end of the metal chopstick she had been chewing on out of her mouth. Got something? Carrot had given up already for the cycle, and while you were cracking the drive's complex encryption on her friend's workstation, she had been floating in the middle of the small workshop, pinging bits of scrap off the shelving on the wall. Now she spins in the air and pushes off from the ceiling, spinning as she glides so she lands perfectly behind you, leaning over the terminal screen. As she does, you hit the key, executing the final decryption process. Slick! She goes to ruffle your hair, but you don't have any. Instead, she just wobbles your head playfully. What we got? With Carrick hanging over your shoulder, you try to concentrate on the data spooling across the screen. The first thing that catches your eye is the steady repetition of CWEXT, an identifier for convoy extractions. The behemoth conglomerate currently waging a corporate war with Senestat in the inner system. Why convoy? What is this data? You stop the scroll looking for details. Hit the thing. Carrot pokes the screen, making it wobble. You dutifully click. A comment explains in the code a note left by someone. It mentions tests and protocols, discusses reverse engineering. Discuss reverse engineering and carrier signals. You close it and find another. Drone latency. Another security bypass. One more kill switch. It takes a long time. You and Carrie squinting into the blue screen to build up a picture of what you're looking at. When you're done, both of you sit back, your eyes soar and your minds fogged with technical terminology. Shit. Kerry shakes her head. They were dissecting into life. She is referring to the converge drone mind the stream of data was scraped from. Huge volumes of internal data of control systems, protocols, and passphrases. The kind of data you imagine was closely guarded by Convoy, kept secret to allow the smooth operation of its drones. This thing. It's some kind of general manager, right? Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Giving the orders out to all the little drones that work for it? It squints. I always thought Convoy controlled these drones remotely with people. Those zero latency point interface you hear about. From what you know, Carrot is right. Convoy is known for their novel solution to the scale and the logistical problems of the surrogate systems. Extraction and security drone ships piloted from light years away with proprietary comms interfaces. A drone mind, what this code is created from, should be a kind of distributor, a relay for their local drones that links to the closely guarded transmitter receiver. But this data suggests otherwise. It suggests an active cognitive process far more complex than any protocol you have heard of. A thinking machine. Thinking machine. I remember only one thinking machine from the first game, that waiting automaton. Oh, look! Kitty jabs at the screen again. Is that... She squints. You see a line in the data stream that reads simply: stop, get out, stop, get out, stop, get out, stop, get out. How did they do this? Kerry leans back. Everyone knows captured convoy drones purge themselves and everything else is in the couple of square clicks around them when captured. You rip the control core out of one, sure. That song scared me. You can disassemble it, but the system will be gone. This one was still running when they took it apart. It should have gone up like a tactical nuke the moment they started. Suddenly, the fate of Hexport jumping into her mind. Is that what happened? But how did they get all this? And get it out on a drive? Silence filled the workshop. You walk back to the screen, unsure of the answers to Carrie's questions. Give you a deep chill, one that you know has nothing to do with the temperature, of the workshop. Who the hell was doing this? Carrie scans the code. Into it? Check past, okay. You go back over the data. It's scrubbed clean, not a mention of who is scraping the data. You go over it again. Nothing. Not a single clue. The thought starts a process in your mind. Who scrubs data this clean? Who wants convoy drone protocols? Since that? Or is it too simple, too obvious for it to be Convoy's lone opponent in the system-wide war? It's a possibility, so you say that out loud. Yeah, that'd be my first guess too, Carrot yawns. But it's still a guess. We've been at this too long, Carrot says. I'm cooked. Me too, Carrot. Me too. She pushes away from the terminal and floats in the room, stretching out her aching back. We know they had this drone mind on Hexport. That's where they were carrying it, scraping. We know something happened and Hexport went up. She gets her thought out of the air with went. Oh my god, with hand gestures as she summarizes. The data got out of the drive, I'm assuming, before the explosion, then got to the far spindle. Someone tried to courier it using me, but the receiver wasn't there. She turns and looks at you. Which is when they ruined my life and my job trying to get it back. This data is valuable. That's for sure. Imagine taking control of all those drones, turning them away or towards any target you wanted. She falls over to the drive and picks it up. And this thing is the only way to buy my life back. Kate frowns at it. The way I see it, we have to expose these fools. So they leave me be. Or give them the data so they piss off forever. Yeah, we can't give them this. Not if we don't know who they are. She was half-heartedly. But yeah, we can't. All the roads lead in one direction. I'm afraid. Pins the drive in the air. Back home. Expert. If there's anything to confirm or deny this data, if there's anything to connect it to, if there's anything left at all, it'll be in the remains of the station. I had a feeling it might come to this, so I made some inquiries when I first got here. The word is that the place is irradiated to hell, but I've also heard the radiation is fading. And it's not like half the belt isn't glowing anyway. Shrugs grimly. Oh, with use, we'd have maybe a few cycles before it started to leak through. The problem is getting in. She pulls the drive back on the desk's magnetic surface. First window is a no. Not only do I not want to get picked up there, but the debris is denser on that side. No safe way in. Darkside is the best bet. Shakes your head. I heard you have some trouble waiting for you there. What if I deal with the trouble? Then we have a clear shot at it. She shrugs. Easier said than done. This place has a one hell of a stowaway spot. Shoot it from everything. Plus, the scatter yards are no one's territory. I'm gonna leave the drive here. Since you. No peeking. But me? I want to keep moving. So I was thinking I could make myself useful till you shake the trouble in Darkside. She smiles. Work for a room and board and all that. You want to come with me? Yeah, she smiles, professionally speaking. What do you say? She folds her arms. You know I'm tough, and I can do plenty besides ride an airbike. You're in. That's the answer I was looking for. Kerry scans the workshop. I've had enough of spacer bathrooms for a lifetime. Yeah, well, drones, I can totally get you, to be honest. Same. But yeah, thanks for coming. Sleep well. And good night. And yeah, thanks for the resub too. See you tomorrow, I guess. I'll make myself at home on your rig. She picks up the drive and tucks it in a pocket. Katie glances away at the rags on the wall, and you follow her eyes to spot her airbike where it is hanging, carefully secured and pristinely kept. Katie gives you a hard look. You better have a room for my bike. Yay! The spindle jack. Record carry to your crew. Nice. So it's on Darkside, and this one is Oliviera. We are gonna do that on the next stream. The next, I mean, next Citizen Sleeper 2 stream. Yeah, to be precise, I should say. Yeah. Mm. Nice. More components. Components. Anything we can upgrade here? Ah, no, it's not this. Was it? Was it where? Okay, never mind. Let's see. What have we done this stream? Finish the quest with Yu-Jin. Finish that escape from Darkside second time. Quest met Ankhita. I'm happy that, to be honest, since we met here. We also finished that the quest with paint. Quest for Surya. And we have completed the quest for Carrot, and we have her as our crew member. Nice. But yeah, I guess that's really good for 3 hours long stream. A little more. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining me today. You know, since shit started to change in my life, I'll try to stream more. I mean, stream once per week is not what I expected. So I'll try to do my best. And yeah, as I mentioned, the art streams too. Yeah. Just need to, make up my mind, recollect myself, and I guess I'm able to stream more, because I really want to finish Citizen Sleeper 2. I really want to finish Black Mesa. I really want to play also finish freaking Steins Gate, my darling embrace, and start Crash Bandicoot. So lots of plans, lots of stuff to do.